Derrick Beeler, outdoor.
All right, I want to welcome everybody into the Derrick Beeler Outdoors radio show broadcast today. Joined as always by my co-host Dave Maggard. How's it going, Dave?
Oh, we've seen a little breaking of weather yesterday. It got above freezing there for a time or two. And things are looking up here in Kentucky.
Things are looking up here in Tennessee, too. Got a beautiful sunshiny day going on today. And our guest today is wildlife biologist Jay Bicknell. How's it going, Jay?
Going great. Yeah, we had got up to about a little above freezing yesterday and was out in my shorts and T-shirt.
That's about how it is. That's about how it is here today. Let me ask you, Jay, tell us a little bit about your profession and what you do as a wildlife biologist.
Well, I got a degree from EKU, or Eastern Kentucky University, as a wildlife management, wildlife biology degree. And so I worked for the state up until this past December as a biologist for them in water quality. Really didn't do any wildlife management. And then just recently started a new business, Corridor Land Services, and we got a mixture of we do some stream restoration work and also food plots and different things of that nature. And that's where I'm at today, a new business owner, but actually it's a business where I'm pursuing what I went to school for.
Like you got an interesting career going there, Jay. What is, in your opinion, is the cause of the decline in the honeybees that we're experiencing now? Do you think it's related to ground spraying, maybe in the crops and stuff like that, that's causing the honeybees to die out?
Well, honeybees I'm not an expert in honeybees, but just from some of the things I've read, it has to do with the spraying, and then also I guess there's quite a few blight, honeybee blights that I've heard about that is causing the decline. But you do see a lot more, the ag crops. There's a lot more spraying involved these days than there was several years ago.
What do you think about the population of turkeys here in Kentucky? Do you think they might be getting a little overpopulated or something other?
No, I think they're fine. I think that it's actually a super success story. When I was in high school, which I graduated in 94, we really didn't have many turkeys, and now, you drive down the road, you see them. I was looking out my bedroom window yesterday morning and seen 6 longbeards. I don't see. I think they're good numbers. I know there's been some people say that they might be causing the grouse to decline because they are tearing up grouse habitat, but for me, I don't really believe that that's the cause of the grouse decline. But as far as the population goes, I'm a turkey hunter. I love what I see.
Where do they spend the winter mostly? You hardly ever see one in snow or anything like that. Do they go?
Like the farm I live on, we got 380 acres, and they pretty much they roost every fall. There's 3 or 4 spots on a farm that the flocks roost in, and they'll get in. They can scratch through the snow, and as long as you don't have that prolonged snow with the ice and stuff, they just kind of work through the woods and through the field. I've seen 6 longbeards yesterday in the field beside my house, kind of scratching through the snow.
Okay, something else that I hear about all the time is, especially in the South, is disease in wild hogs.
I had a friend that did some work. He was a biologist, did some work on the wild hogs, and they're a pretty nasty critter.
Oh yeah.
And where I'm at, I know Western. We got, the last I heard, we got wild hogs in 28 counties. The county I'm in right now, we don't have any, and that's the way I want to keep it.
Right. Exactly. We're loaded down with them here
because they affect everything. I think they have probably a negative effect on all wildlife. You got acorns dropping, and the hogs are around that acorn tree. They're like a vacuum cleaner, just sucking all of them in.
Right.
And they're prolific breeders. That is just, it's amazing how many little pigs they can have in a year. And they're ready to breed, I think, within 6 months. And so that I don't want them. An eradication I don't know that. I think they're here to stay. I don't know that you can get rid of them. I know Texas is doing the hella hunting, and that seems to be, they're killing big numbers. And I think down in Western Kentucky, maybe the USDA did a helicopter hunt, and I want to say they killed 150 in a couple of days.
Right.
But the way they are prolific breeders, I just don't know. I think them roaches and coyotes will be around when everything else is gone. They can adapt, and they're actually, even though they're negative impact, they are a pretty neat creature as far as they can adapt and just keep the population growing.
Right. Well, let me ask you, with your new company that you have, if I'm a landowner and I've got a whole bunch of acreage, what can you guys do for me?
We're like brand new into this part of it, but we can give you a management plan. Depending on where you're located, we can actually, maybe come out, walk the property, and we could kind of give you a management plan just from an aerial photo. But if we get on site and walk the area and, give you a good plan. Also, we are diehard deer hunters, and it don't matter if we're going to get to hunt a piece of property that we might be working on or, doing some other kind of work. We're always looking for those funnels. We can help you, find the best places to put your tree stands, recommend what crop you can grow, what in your plot, and different things like that. We can do it all. We could actually come out and put in plots if that's something that you wanted.
We would like to take this opportunity to invite you down to Tennessee sometime and do some trout fishing in the Clinch River with us and be a guest on our TV show.
Hey, anytime
they're outdoors.
There's an open invite to go fishing. I'm ready to go. Love to fish, just don't get to do it as much as I would want to.
Now, you guys got a big turkey hunt coming up this spring. Tell us about that.
Yeah, this is I guess our fourth or fifth year. Our Wounded Warrior turkey hunt. It started out when we first started. We had about 5 to 8 Wounded Warriors, and after that we've tried to grow it and make it bigger and better every year. I think last year we had about 15 soldiers, and most of our soldiers come out of Fort Campbell through the HUA program, which HUA is what the Army says, but the HUA program is they got healing outside of a hospital, and it's their Warrior Transition Battalion, and these guys are either going to transition into medical retirement or back to active duty, and we get them out, and it's just my town here in Irvin, they just step up and really do it big time. These guys come, and guys and ladies. We've had several Wounded Warrior ladies come and hunt with us. But our goal is we hope they kill the turkey, but they are going to leave about 5 pounds heavier than they got here because we feed them constantly and just have a great time. And it's kind of, I guess, humbling to me, I guess would be the right word. You got these guys that's risked their life so I can live free and get to do this hunting and fishing thing and start a business. And while they're out, and fighting evil and getting shot at, it's just, kind of puts things in perspective.
That is very humbling. We're going to try to, Derrick Beeler Outdoors is going to try to get up there. Me and you need to get together and cross the T's and dot the I's on that, and we'll get a film crew up there and get that going.
Yes, we'd love to have you. And, it like I said, these guys or ladies and gentlemen that come and join us, it's just the stuff they've seen, the stuff they've been through. Whenever you have a bad day, all you got to do is think back to the story that one of those guys told you, what happened to them. Kind of, your day's not so bad.
Right.
You bet.
We experienced the same thing in 2006. I went on a USO tour and played music with the Wood Brothers overseas, and you kind of experience the same thing. You hear those great stories about what those guys do and what they're all about, and it just really humbles you.
Yes, I got a real close friend that I met at one of these Wounded Warrior hunts, and he considered him a brother, and he lost a son in Iraq. He had actually been wounded several times, but the last time he was jumping across some buildings, took, I think, a AK round to the chest. His body armor protected him, but it flipped him over a building and broke his back. And, you know, he stayed in the fight. And then now he's retired. And, you know, getting out of bed is difficult for him. This cold weather, it's just, he's got so much hardware in his body. You know, so like I said, if you're having a bad day, you just got to think back to that. And
that's absolutely
your day
right.
ain't so bad.
I want to thank our special guest, Jay Bicknell, wildlife biologist.
And I would like to say that I've had a real good time today talking with Jay. We're looking forward to having him back.
We appreciate it, Jay.
Thank you. I look forward to getting back on.
All right, Jay Bicknell, ladies and gentlemen.
Derrick Beeler, Derrick Beeler, outdoor